Hello, my loves. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Welcome back. Welcome to all of my tribe. Thank you guys for tuning in today to this collective reading. So we're going to go ahead and clear the atmosphere. Bless up the atmosphere here. Ooh, I almost had to sneeze. I hope that you have had a beautiful day today. And that love has found you and met you every place that you've gone today. This will be a general collective reading. Where is... I don't have to make something work. Alright, general collective reading. I suppose by the time this video is airing and you're clicking on it, it's going to have a title, but at this time, I'm not really sure. You know, it's no specific type of reading. We're just going to I was instructed to do all tarot, which is something that's new. Because normally I like to do tarot or, you know, in an oracle message or some sort of channel message. But I have 3 tarot decks, the Modern Witch, the Muse, and the traditional pocket size here. So we're just going to shuffle and see what comes out, what messages come through, okay? So make sure you guys are sitting tight, listening. Go ahead and clear your energy for this. Today we are burning the moon phase candle. And we actually should be about, I believe, we may be about somewhere between here and here in the actual moon phase at the time that this video is being recorded. So I've been intending to burn this candle with the moon phases. So I'm excited to see what we can manifest, okay? There's been heavy manifestation energy. And there's always manifestation energy if you are like a starseed or creator. But now it's getting to the point to where it's like, you know, these things are coming to fruition, right? And we're seeing them every day. This is about to drive me nuts. But I'm going to have to leave it be because, yeah. My hair, I call her Wild Child because she does what she wants, honey. Anyway. So a lot of manifestations are coming to pass. Grateful to see all of those things. But yeah, let's get into our reading today. So again, go ahead and center your energy. Grateful to all of the ancestors, the spirit guides, the deities, the most high powers, the angels that sit with me at this time. Thank you for joining us in this reading. Thank you for protecting us as we receive whatever messages come through at this time. We are asking for clear, concise messages, and an even clearer understanding of what's being said at this time. If you are here for ill intent, honey, you may exit stage left. This is your time to leave. If you do not, you're going to regret having stayed and, you know, doing whatever it is you're trying to do, honey, because it won't prevail. All right, let's get into it. So, which deck do I need to start with? All right, I'll take this one. So let's just shuffle, get some cards on the board, and see what the energy is. What messages need to come through today for my collective lovelies. So listen, I will say this. I have been connecting with a lot of tribe at this time, right? And I'm super, super grateful for that. I know y'all have been seeing the videos about how I've been talking about, you know, pretty much for the entirety of what the past, like 3 years now, kinda. It's been a, you know, a lonely journey for me. And I started off with way more people than I have now. I'll say that much, but that's for the best. That's for the good of things. But it's getting to the point now to where it's like the people that are coming in, these are people that, you know, are going to stay, that are going to remain, that are going to actually, you know, be a part of the rest of the journey and the rest of the story and be a part of the greatness. So I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for the type of connections that have been coming through. I'm grateful that it's been, you know, people with really, really good intentions and things. So, yeah. All right, let's see. What else wants to come out? What other messages do we have? Let's get the story together. Let's get it together. Right now we have the Knight of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords. Okay. We have the Three of Pentacles in reverse and the Two of Swords in reverse. Oh, Lordy, who is that? The Devil. And then we have the Three of Swords in reverse. So, okay. So we have the start. We're starting off with the Knight of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords here. This is truly giving me the energy still that there is someone coming in, right? And this person on this card is holding a pentacle here, right? The way the cards were set up, it's like, you know, this person is facing this way, but this queen is facing this way, okay? So for some of you, you may be in this Queen of Swords energy, right? Now, in the last reading, we talked about how a lot of us are really getting that call to, you know, speak our truths, to really be seen, to be out there, right? And for some of you, this Queen of Swords energy, that's what's happening for you. But I get the feeling that this Knight of Pentacles here, and even with the way, like I said, that this person is like coming up from behind this Queen of Swords. There's some sort of, you know, unforeseen income or some sort of message, some sort of something. Could be someone, you know, could be all of the above. Is coming in as you are in this Queen of Swords energy, and not in the way of being like the cold queen, right? We're not talking about that Queen of Swords, but we're talking about the intelligent Queen of Swords, the Queen of Swords who is speaking her truth, his or her truth. Genders how they go, right? But on this card, she's speaking her truth. She is, you know, connecting to her tribe like we talked about last time. She is telling her story, right? But while she's telling her story, it seems to be that there is something that is coming up, you know, that is unexpected right now. As I said that she is telling her story, to follow this Queen of Swords here, we have the Three of Pentacles in reverse and the Two of Swords in reverse. And when I saw these cards, when they popped out, I automatically thought of, you know, this at one time was, you know, maybe friends or family, a job, group, whatever. Somebody that you were close to, this Queen of Swords, you were close to, that, you know, betrayed you, right? With these two cards being here in reverse. This is an energy that you had to remove from your life, right? And like I was saying, you know, even with telling the story, you know, for a lot of you, if you're in the tribe, right? So in the tribe, we have naturally good hearts, right? Meaning that even when we fall out with a person, whatever we discussed, whatever we talked about, whatever secrets were, you know, exchanged, we're still not in the position to where we're going to go and just be out here like, well, yeah, this person did that, or, you know, trying to defame anybody's character or anything like that, right? So for you to even get to the point to where you're now in your Queen of Swords energy and you can actually talk about it, because 9 times out of 10, when everything happened, you know, you probably were in the Queen of Swords energy in reverse. You weren't saying much at all, right? You were dealing with these things. You were trying to figure out what was going on. You know, as we've been talking about, for some of you, the separation of these, you know, connections, whatever this Three of Pentacles was for you, right? And even I talked about it in another reading before with this Two of Swords, you know, even if we were talking about some friends or people that were around you that were trying to act oblivious or act as though, that, you know, they didn't really have some sort of animosity, right? Swords here against you. And just waiting on the right moment to catch you slipping and, you know, F you up essentially. These people had to be away from you, right? You had to get away from them. And for some of you, you know, you had been around these people for so long that, you know, coming away from them felt like the beginning of the dark night of the soul for you. But of course, you have overcome, right, this devil energy, okay? And even though the devil is up right here, it was followed by the Three of Swords in reverse, right? And again, I feel this is just you. Look, this is you just still, you know, telling your testimony and your story, right? Because whoever this devil energy was in your life, possibly these people that were on these Three of Pentacles cards, or, you know, this Two of Swords here, you know, whoever this devil energy was, they really wanted to keep you in the Three of Swords energy, right? And as we talked about before, some of these people even made straight up deals with the devil to try to keep you here. But a part of your story is that you're not in the Three of Swords energy. Instead, you are in the Queen of Swords energy. And you are now able to tell other people, you know, how, okay, yeah, these may have been my, you know, my Three of Pentacles at one point. The people that I worked with, I created with, you know, I did things with, you know, people that I trusted. But again, as I always so adamantly preach to y'all, and what y'all will be preaching as well, the more that you begin to heal and, you know, truly come through that phase of growing and evolving, you're going to be able to say, like, no matter how, again, the how close we are, how long we've been in this Three of Pentacles energy, you know, what type of friend I considered you, what type of friend I was to you. If I know that you are in this devil energy, you have this connection with the devil, honey, there's nothing that I can do for you. I cannot be your friend. I cannot be connected to you. Okay? And with every sword, if you had some people who did try to, you know, come against you, with every sword that they tried to put into your heart now, those are the same swords that they're going to be defeated by. And one of the main swords that they're going to be defeated by is your truth. That's probably one of the most beautiful parts of this reading so far for me. God says that one of the main sword, the one that's going to really just go to the neck and just cut it off for good, dead everything, is you speaking your truth. And again, not even in a way to where it's like, you know, I'm busting people out. No, you're literally just telling your story, telling how you overcame. And in the midst of that, you're being real about what you saw. Right? Whether you saw this, you know, physically, like this Three of Pentacles energy, you watch this kind of begin to turn upside down and these people flip on you. Or again, this was something to where you were kind of blinded to the truth for a while. But the entire time, the people were around you just waiting on the right moments to try to come down across your neck, you know? But you telling your story and talking about that, that's going to be one of the biggest things to defeat these people that are tied to the devil, okay? These people that were trying to keep you in this Three of Swords energy. No, you are the Queen of Swords, honey. Look, y'all know who coming through next. 9 Wands, the ancestors are here. Okay? And they also want you to know that, you know, with this 9 of Wands, you are being defended in everything that has come against you that was not your truth. Okay? And even in you telling your story, there were so many, you know, non-truths that were told about you that you didn't know about, that you just revealing your story is automatically going to like disprove, right? Again, it ain't even about know your word versus theirs, because again, when you did what you needed to do, it wasn't no arguing, it wasn't no dirt throwing, it wasn't no, well, you did this and you did this. No, you went to your corner and you got your life together. But as we discovered before, they were not doing that. They were too busy trying to tear you down, trying to make, you know, you look bad for whatever reason. Because for all of us, we all have different stories and different ways that this has played out, right? And for some of us, God only knows the true reason why these people, you know, were really in this dark energy and just really feeling the way about you, just envious of you, right? God only knows. But just know that, you know, whatever lies and slander that they were trying to, like, you know, put out about you, messages they were trying to put into the airways to try to confuse other people to their view about you. You are the Page of Swords now. You are the Queen of Swords, okay? You are in control of all of the swords, essentially, is what's happening right now. Meaning you are in control of the narrative, okay? So, as we talked about in the last video, you have to tell your story for the sake of the people who need help from you. But you also got to tell your story for the sake of these losers that have been lying on you. And, you know, you playing your part in justice. I see a lot of justice here. And I wouldn't be surprised if the card popped out of one of these decks at some point. But even with all of these swords, I see a lot of justice, you know, justice for me, and not in the sense of the justice system, because the justice system that we live under is just not it, honey. It's not it. But I mean, according to like divine justice, karma, you know, whatever seeds you sow, they have to come up. You have to reap what you sow. Consequences for every decision and every choice, right? And that is good or bad. So with you, you know, remaining in your truth and your light energy always, you're bringing justice through living that truth. And this is why you are so protected in speaking your truth, right? Which we talked about the last time. You know, there may be blockages. And for some of you guys, the blockage was that black magic again. That people were really doing magic on your mental. They were trying to distort your vision. They were trying to get you back in the place to where you felt mentally handicapped, right? Because probably for a lot of you, right? And this was the truth for me as well. When we're dealing with these people, all this sword, air energy, right? Narcissism. And whoever it was that, you know, maybe at one point you were hand in hand with this person who was connected to their dark energy, and they thought that they had you bound to them and to all of this darkness. But the thing about it, though, yet again, no matter how powerful these people or this person thought that they could have been, even no matter how powerful the darkness that they served, right? The light is always going to prevail. It's that simple. The light is always going to prevail. So again, even if you had your times of confusion, you had those blockages to where it was like you just felt paralyzed, you could not speak, you could not tell your story. You barely even wanted to talk about it, right? Because it was so painful, because you were really still in like the thick of things. Your air is clear now, right? And in a lot of areas, God is telling you that you have, I hear all clear, right? When you think about an airplane taking off, when they're talking about the runway, they give them that last signal to say you are all clear to take off, meaning that the pathway before you, the airway before you, is all clear. It's all clear now. And it's clear to you so many different things, right? You have clarity about yourself now. You have clarity about those that, were around you that are no longer allowed to be around you anymore. And I was specifically told to say allowed to be around you because, honey, again, like I said, for a lot of us, these severings, honey, were out of our control. All we had to do was pray for something to be better, and people just started dropping like flies. And it was like, that ain't what I meant when I said that, but cool, So all of that is cleared up, right? Your mind is clear. And because your mind is clear, so is your pathway for manifestation now. Your aura is clear. I hear because you are, so divinely protected. That those same people that weren't allowed to even touch you or, be attached to you, everything is clear. You're literally just a brand new, clean, pure, down to your purest form, because you were always pure, right? You were always pure, but whatever it was that you were around that you had to Six the Swords your way away from, like this heavy swords in this, y'all. Like, I'm telling you, like, there was really something going on, like, in the airways, like in the spiritual realms. Like, this wasn't just no physical attacks, because some of y'all may have never, experienced anything in the physical. Not during this time. Now, there may have been something going on before you actually separated from these people, but this specifically, I hear, is speaking to the time that you have been separated from them, right? And the time that you have been taken to really, get that clarity from God and to heal and everything else. But when those people could not physically get to you, trust me when I tell you that they were trying everything within their power, within the power that they thought that they had, right? To stop you, to hurt you, to harm you. Does anything else want to come out? And even look, I'm looking at this card here. The Six of Swords. You see, there's one person here that's rowing the boat with the wand, and then there's somebody that's sitting in the boat. When I see this, I get the visual that this is you, right? Now, you may not agree, but to me, this person, it looks like it could be like possibly an older person. But if not an older person, then this is somebody who has like been through it, right? They look like they just kind of like tired. you know, things have been rough for them. And what I get is that, you know, again, like I just stated, a lot of these severings and separations and everything were truly, truly out of your control. The things that you saw, right, you could not unsee. The things that you were exposed to, you could not, you know, detach from that. And your only option at that point in time was to separate from it. But you see how, even though this is the Six of Swords card, and I always talk about how, you know, when I see this Nine of Wands card, I think about your ancestors, those most high powers and deities that protect you, right? This person that is rowing the boat, they have a wand in their hand, right? Almost like a staff. And you see how you're sitting, you're just going with the flow, literally. You're resting, you're processing all these swords, like what was happening, what has happened. But the whole time you were being guided by this person with this wand, which is that power, right? Which is that divine nature here. Okay? So the entire time, everything that happened was purposed. And the more that you are healing, right, the more that it is becoming clear to you, you're seeing that and you're understanding why. Okay? You're understanding why, you know, some things hurt so bad. And I hear as well that the more that you continue on through your process, the more that you continue to grow and evolve emotionally, the more that will be revealed to you, because it's just that much. Unfortunately, it's just that much, right? It is just that much. We have the Seven of Wands that is here in reverse. Why is the Seven of Wands in reverse? Why are we in reverse with the Seven of Wands? Yeah. So look, the Seven of Wands is normally the card that talks about in the upright position, you know, doing that hard work, putting in labor into your ground, you know, watching, you know, things. Let me say it like this. You remember when I was talking about in my other video, when I was like, you know, your dirt doesn't matter because that was your soil and you had to break down the ground. When I think about this, that's what I think about, right? When we say that hard work, I did a lot of hard work to do, you know, or become who I am or to do what I needed to do. This was you in the Seven of Wands energy, but this energy is now in reverse, right? Meaning, just like we talked about last time, that God, for some of you, is telling you that you don't have to do anything else. Literally. And when I asked for clarity, it was the Seven of Pentacles, which is the card that talks about all of the work and things that you've planted coming to harvest. You don't have to do anything else. This is not in the upright position. If we saw this in the upright, then it's like, okay, maybe there's more work you have to do within yourself, you know, or around you, whatever the case may be. But for all areas, honey, this is in reverse. Why? Because this is the season to receive. This is the time to receive. This is it. This is the time to receive. And this Seven of Pentacles card fell right under the Devil card. The devil is going to have to watch you. The devil and everybody who was in that energy is going to have to watch you receive all of those good seeds that you have planted. Receive the fruit from all of those good seeds you have planted. Okay? Okay, so be ready for that. People thought they was jealous of you. And listen, if you was like me, baby, I'm like, I don't really know. I mean, I know because I understand my value. But at the place where I was physically, right? Look, Five of Pentacles, but it came out in reverse. This is going to be you. Again, they wanted you in the Three of Swords. It fell right under the Three of Swords. They wanted you to be in the Five of Pentacles. But not happening, right? But as I was saying, people were jealous of you and wanted to put you out at a time where you probably already didn't have anything, right? Physically speaking, you probably were in a place to where you were praying for better days, right? You were praying to be, healed from the hurt and harm that you had felt, like you were praying to just be out of this energy. Like we talked about in the last reading, how the universe was saying that, it was so proud of you because you had done so much work. This is where you started. You could barely probably even move. You had fought so many battles, all of these swords. You had overcome so much to where it was like you literally probably couldn't do nothing but float or just sit in the boat to just go with the flow of wherever God was taking you at this point. Because it was like, I don't even know what else to do. I don't. And it was when you was here, when people was still trying to, come at you and bite you and attack you, and you was on your way to healing, baby. Not fighting, and you never were. Like, that was the thing. But even before you got here, the only reason you were even this battered and torn, because you were just fighting to stay alive. Literally, this was like a self-defense type fight. This was nothing that you went and provoked. This wasn't you like, all my life I'm just, rough, tough, beat them up. No, that was never you. But all of these situations, these karmic situations and everything that you found yourself attached to, strategically had to teach you how to tap into that warrior that was within you. But baby, you were tired and worn down because it was like, this is not what I came to do every day. And until you got to the place to where it was time for you to move out of that cycle and really be able to have that clarity, again, swords, to see that and understand that, you had to fight. You had to defend yourself. So now you've gone from looking like this to looking like this. She just watering, chilling. She got her foot posted up. She just literally just watching, just looking at her stuff grow. Like, wow. Wow. A day, there was a day where you probably prayed for all of the things that are now knocking at your door. You get what I'm saying? Like that. That's a beautiful thing. And anything that these people that were in this dark and devil energy could have done, it only expedited what you're about to, walk into. It only expedited it. It only made it that much better, because it was like, there was the way that you manifested it. Look, and I didn't even see the Chariot card sitting down here on the ground, just letting you know that it's coming in quick. And I told you it's knocking at your door, like it's here, right? But for some of you, it was like the original order was like pretty dope, right? The way you manifested it and had it all set up and the way God was going to do it for you. But it was like the extra karma that these people just sprinkled on top of it with the way that they was trying to come against you and mess you up and steal from you and, sabotage you, pray against you, plot against you, literally try to take you out. Baby, God was like, oh, since you're going to do that, let me give them this extra. Boom, let me give them this extra. Boom, let me give them this extra. Honey, I feel like some of the blessings they probably should have had, or, it would have been for them if they would have been in the right energy. God's sending it right on over to you. God like, oh, this person didn't want to appreciate it. Cool, you can have it. That's for you. Because honestly, whatever it is, you probably a better candidate for it anyway. Honestly speaking. Hell, because, with all these gifts and things that people are hating on you for, baby, you got to be doing something good, something right, something magical. And something that cannot be duplicated, because people are trying to stop you from doing it. You get what I'm saying? But God is like, baby, this ain't about what they want. Like, this is about what God purposed you to do. And when like I always say, it's so much bigger than us. So it's like, yeah, we may see ourselves as this one individual, small person, whatever. But in the grand scheme of things, baby, every seed you sow, everything that you do, everything that you set your hand to do, I promise you, it's unlocking something special within the universe and the ethers. And it's all working for the plan that God has to like shift this back to the way that it needs to go. And when I say this, I mean just like the world, everything back to the way that it was originally created to be. So that's why we are here. We are here to help that shift happen, right? And it's just like, you know, like for instance, for me, I talk about all the time, you know, I employ my friends, right? And when we get to that stage in that place to where it's like, okay, well, everybody plays their role, plays their part or whatever, you know, once I have an understanding of how important a person, you know, their part is to my overall vision, if somebody is submitting their gifts to me and my visions, and I realize how important your part is, I'm never going to act like I don't need you, right? And so much so to where I understand that if I did not have this missing piece, that the entirety of that vision would not come to life, or the way that I need, you know, this certain amount of energy to be put into this direction, to push at the same time, at the same, you know, to make this thing happen. But if 1 ounce of energy is not off, or it's off, or it's not present, it can't get done. Right? So saying all that to say, even for you, yeah, we look at these as like, you know, these individual battles, they're hard. You know, this is something that's taking a lot of focus. But baby, when I tell you, you're so untouchable, because whatever part you play, not in these people's lives, because that's over with, right? They have shown that they have not appreciated that. They have pushed you on where you needed to be. But now when you turn around and you see this other vast world of, you know, people who needed you to be who you were, right? And who you are, then you understand why these people could never stop you. Because God was like, you know, I'm not going to let you take down this one person whose energy is going to affect the entirety of this world. It's not going to happen. God, me? Like, you think I would allow that to happen? Absolutely not. So, honey, you have to know and understand the type of protection that you have. We talking like beyond the president, baby. Beyond presidential protection at this time. Simply because you got work to do. You got people that, and when I say work, again, we're not talking about this hard 7 of Wands, none of that. No, you have work to do, as in going out here and being you, living your best life, and allowing yourself to be seen. You have a new beginning. Ace of Materials here, Ace of Pentacles. That is in the works for you. What is this Knight of Pentacles? What is this that's coming in, this message here, this Pentacle? What is this Knight of Pentacles? I don't know if I'm supposed to take all of these. This fell. I'm not going to take those. Get a clearer shuffle here. Why is the Knight of Pentacles here to start off the reading? Feels as though it's something that's not being seen that's coming in. Maybe a little surprise. What is this Knight of Pentacles? Give me all these cards. The Hierophant, the Emperor, and the Queen of Inspiration. Okay. So these are all really, really, really... We got two major arcanas here, the Hierophant and the Emperor, which these are, you know, I guess you could say this is masculine energy, right? But again, these are leaders. These are very, very wise people. These are people that are, you know, they have a divine God complex. But not only do they have a divine God complex, these are people who have, you know, had that sort or sense of initiation into their positions, right? When you think about the emperor, you can think of the emperor as kind of like all of the kings put together. The King of Pentacles, Cups, Wands, and Swords. All of them together is the emperor, right? The Hierophant is that hermit energy, that temperance energy, kind of like that. What I like to think of is like the ancient wisdom, right? That's that, you know, tapping into that past life energy and things like that. But either way it goes, these are two very, very powerful energies. Okay? And they're both here with this Queen of Inspiration, which is the Queen of Wands, okay? So for some of you, I'm getting that, again, this is a masculine energy that is coming in. This Knight of Pentacles here, right? And for some of them, right? Because we asked, what is this pentacle? The question originally was, what is this pentacle? But it's like, okay, there is a masculine energy here, obviously, with this Emperor and the Hierophant. But it's like they're with them coming with this pentacle and then with the Queen of Pentacles being here, right? I hear that this is somebody that sees that you are worthy of this pentacle. They're coming to give you pentacles, right? For some of you, this is, you know, some of that money or whatever it is, like that good karma that has been owed to you from the things that were done to you, right? In the past. This is your Seven of Pentacles coming to fruition. And whatever is coming in, you know, whatever information this may be with this Hierophant here and the Emperor, or I get whatever information this Knight of Pentacles is bringing in, is going to put you in the position to where you are this powerful, right? And I love that there is masculine and feminine energy here. So again, there's still going to be that sense of balance because you have healed, because you have done that internal work, right? That sense of completion is here. But it's like now, here comes that other 3D realm abundance, right? We can physically see it. We can see this manifesting and we can see this happening. And as this comes in, it's not going to do anything but remind you of just how much, you know, or how powerful you actually are. In which you're learning that every single day. Okay? And even, okay, there's another interpretation. My goodness, my words. I'm channeling a lot right now, y'all. So excuse me. I'm always, you know, tripping over my words sometimes. But they channel so fast. But yeah, so for some of you as well, you know, this pinnacle or this sense of richness is continuing to trickle in and come into your life because you are, you know, every day realizing more and more how you are the Hierophant, right? You are your own emperor or empress. Take it however you want to take it. You are your own Queen of Pentacles. Okay? For some of you, I hear that you had to truly learn the lesson, you know, of understanding that you're not meant to necessarily just depend on other people, right? And that's not to say that you cannot. Two different things now. Hear me out. Hear what I'm really, really saying. It's not saying that you cannot depend on people. But for some of you, you know, these situations that you were in, that you had to be disconnected from, it was truly a codependent situation, right? And either you could have been depending on a person for financial stability or vice versa. But there was no even exchange, right? You know how for divine masculine and feminine, right? Most of the time when we think about, you know, well, honestly, the way I see it now is that both can be providers physically, you know, money-wise. Everybody can have money. You know, I hate when people call their kids they broke best friends. It's like, if your kid broke, then I got to assume you broke too. Because if I got it, my baby's got it. And my babies ain't broke. My little best friends got money. We got money. You get what I'm saying? So everybody has money, right? But for, you know, a lot of times we think of the man being the hunter or the person to go out and get it or whatever the case may be. But honestly speaking, you both are going to be in a position individually to where you got it, right? And a lot of this, you know, good manifestation in the 3D realm is going to be, you know, just the goodness that comes from the power of you two, like, connecting and coming together, right? We have the Queen of Swords here, the Queen of Inspiration, which is the Queen of Wands, okay? The Hierophant, the Emperor, the Ace of Pentacles. So, yeah, it's just like, it's literally only up from here. It's only up from here. And something keeps like pulling my attention to these cards. It's almost like the divine masculine is trying to say something here. The Emperor has a new perspective of you. And they really had to tap into their Hierophant energy, right? Which again is that energy that talks about really connecting with the most high powers. And being able to, you know, truly have a balanced connection between the heart and the mind, right? Not too much logic, not too much emotion, but just the perfect balance of both to where it puts you in that right space to be able to truly hear God and see whatever, you know, the divine powers are trying to show you. And to be honest, the divine powers have been showing this divine masculine you. And it's like, you know, these were the clarity cards for this Knight of Pentacles here. Like I said, it's just the way that, you know, he's like riding up behind her for me, to where it's just really giving me like the, like, yeah, she don't even see this coming. Like, I'm gonna get her with this one. Like, I'm gonna present her with something, because it's like I see now that, you know, she is worth every pentacle that I have. Even if she got her own pentacles, I'm still trying to come in and I'm trying to give you what I have, right? Because as I was saying before, that, you know, either this, you know, divine masculine energy, or you, or both of you guys in your own separate karmic situations were in something that was somewhat codependent when it came down to money, like something dealing with money. To where you were in a situation where it was very, very, very unbalanced. And what's so specific about the money, and why, you know, money has to really, really come out and be a part for you to know, like, this is a part of what you're about to be blessed with, is because you've always had this richness about you, right? You've always been destined to be abundant. But whatever you were born into, whatever you came in contact with along your path up until the time you were separated from it, or up until now, has been something that has tried to either rob you of your money, mess with your thought process when it comes to money, you know, keeping you in poverty mindset and in lack mindset, or to make you feel as though you're not worthy of it, to keep you in this weird, you know, toxic relationship with money. But again, the key to you really just unlocking all of that and really getting into your Hierophant energy for you and this divine masculine that's coming through, right? The key was the clarity of mind, which was where it all started. And like I talked about in the last reading, some of us were so in this, where is it, this Six of Swords energy, just battered and torn by the time we got ready to actually leave and go and separate, that we weren't thinking about no money, baby. We just wanted peace and sleep, and we wanted to stop hurting. So it's like by the time I got to the point to where I was just clear in my mind, that was more important than money to me at that time, right? Because from there, it's like once I get control of this, that's just like if you have a job. It's like, oh, I can cry, I can weep all day long about losing a job. But if I have the skill set still, if I didn't lose the skill set to whatever it is I was doing, I could take that skill set anywhere and make it work, make it make sense, right? So even if you were dealing with a person that took money from you, say, for instance, you were dealing with a gold digger, right? Divine masculine, you were dealing with somebody who was really with you for your money. They manipulated you, you know, for the sake of having a sense of physical stability, right? They really didn't care much about your heart, right? Again, these people wanted to see us in the Three of Swords energy. But it's like, nah. No, look how big this heart is on this picture. This person's heart is too big for you to treat them like that. And for them not to, you know, get some sort of karma, some sort of, you know, to be avenged, all of it, all of the above, you know. So, you guys are in this Hierophant energy. And you remember I told you guys, you know, with this divine masculine, or, you know, whoever your divine counterpart is, there was some patience that was needed during this time. Because, again, I get the strong sense that we are, you know, in different parts in our journey for some of you, right? For some of you, this divine masculine coming in, like I said, they are well off. And by the time you meet them, you actually may be too. The way all of this set up, honey, because, you know, or if this person, this divine masculine is coming in, you know, he got the same mentality, like, ain't no, I got it and you don't. No, if I got it, we got it, right? And they may be coming in, that may be the message that they want to tell you, that they want to share everything that they have with you now. So it's like, physically speaking, a lot of things are already sealed up and taken care of, right? But we have here the Four of Voices, which is the Four of Swords, which is in reverse, right? And in the upright, we normally think about this as the healing card. So for some of you, I really feel like that even though this divine masculine that's coming in, they have done a lot of work and a lot of healing to be able to, you know, even get to the position of, you know, being free enough to connect with you. There's still a lot that they will need as far as healing is concerned. Because whereas you are kind of coming out of your dark night, This divine masculine emotionally is entering into it. For some people, right? This is not the case for everybody. But for some people, this is definitely the case. So, just like I talked about in the last reading when we had those two lovers cards to come out in two different decks, right? And in one deck, the guy was holding up the bow and arrow, and then on the other deck, the lady had a tattoo of that same bow and arrow on her arm, right? So you guys are really going to have to understand at this time when this person comes in, you're going to have to understand, you know, and I hate to use this word, but this is the only word I can think of at this time, but you're going to have to understand your role, okay? Meaning that when this person comes in, you know, divine feminine, to give you that sense of stability in the physical realm and give you that sense of protection in the physical realm, you in turn will have to give that divine masculine that sense of, you know, stability and protection emotionally. Because even though this Four of Swords is in reverse, it's not giving me the vibe that they don't want to heal, right? I really feel like that they just don't know how to. I feel like whoever it is that this divine masculine is, and whatever role they play in your life, no matter what that is, they are still a part of your tribe, and they are still a person that you are meant to heal. Just like everybody else that you know that you come in contact with, that you're meant to, you know, heal and connect with. This divine masculine is very much a part of that, no matter what, you know, again, no matter what role they play in your life. And you have to understand, because for some of y'all, with this divine masculine showing up as the Emperor and the Hierophant here, it may be hard for you to even fathom or think that this person needs so much of that, like, tenderness and, you know, that healing to their heart. But again, I want you to remember that you guys are reflective of each other. And just like before this divine masculine kind of entered into this reading, we were talking about you and this Three of Swords energy. You're not here anymore, right? But at one point in time, you were. And coming in contact with this divine masculine is going to put you back in that place to where you remember, right? Not necessarily like you're dealing with it again, but you remember what it feels like coming right out of it when everything is fresh, when we're still bleeding, right? And with you being able to go there and remember and empathize, that's how you're going to heal emotionally this Emperor. Because again, the Emperor can sometimes be that almost narcissistic or egotistical energy. And not because, you know, they're just a mean person. No, the Emperor is very generous, a very wise and kind leader. But emotionally speaking, the Emperor is not always in tune with his emotions like that. And possibly because he has to be so much in his divine masculine energy, being in that warrior protector energy, depending on what his role is, if he is he is a leader. We talked about this last time. This person has their own tribe, right? So that means they have people that are depending on them to be strong. And possibly always, they may not have an outlet. Okay, so some of you are really going to play a huge role in this divine masculine's life by way of healing, right? And again, this may not be a love situation for everybody. This could be a business partner that comes in. This could be a genuine friend that comes in, whoever. But this is somebody who is vital in your journey. And in a good way, like in a successful way. This is somebody who is, you know, truly wanting to invest in you. Nine of Cups here. They truly want to invest in you. They want to be able to provide you, you know, again, this is that one of those wish fulfillment cards. Okay. So for some of you, this is something that's just like a business or, you know, a true like investment. Look at all these diamonds and gems here. This person wants to come and surround you with this. They want to shower you with these gifts. Because whatever their new perception of you is now, right? Whatever they've been shown in this Hierophant energy concerning you causes them to want a new beginning. And again, even though we may be on different sides of this, like on the cycles, right? One person is kind of going into the dark night, the other person is coming out. You both are coming to endings and into beginnings. Okay? You both are coming to endings and into beginnings. So with you both coming into this new beginning, kind of switching back to that love side, right? For some of you, this is a love situation. And this person is saying that, you know, I know that I have to start over. I know that I got a lot to heal from and get through. But if you are willing to still start over with me, I promise, you know, to be emotionally available to you. Okay? This person is in the middle, okay? We just talked about how this may be a business partner that wants to come and shower and invest. But this may also be, you know, a lover, right? And again, you guys are going to heal each other. So this can, you know, be you or him, she and she, he, whoever, sitting in the middle of this circle. But whatever is going on, the love that you guys are going to share is going to shower down healing energy. Beautiful healing energy. Okay? Anything else that wants to come from this deck? Anything else? Okay, let's switch to the last deck. Very quickly. Let's see. Let's talk about this Chariot card. Know that the Chariot is the card of movement. Fast movement at that. What is the Chariot card bringing in at this time? Flip this over. What is the Chariot card bringing in? This is also a Cancer card. You have the Cancerian energy around you. Lord. Wow, y'all, look. When I said, what is the Chariot bringing in? You have the Lover's card and the Emperor card again. I'm telling y'all, like, y'all have witnessed this divine masculine just popping up. And y'all, I just be so, some days I have an attitude, and then some days I just be like, you know what? I see you, love. I see you. Yeah. For some of y'all, for real, like, it's, the love is coming in quick, right? And it's like, this Emperor is coming to love you. This Emperor is coming to love you. For some of you guys, again, you remember how I told y'all when I listened to the guy tell the story, his story the other day, and it was just doing something for my heart that I had never experienced before. For some of y'all, when I told y'all, like, tell your story, talk about it. Some of y'all listen, right? And you started talking and you started telling or saying or whatever, being more open about it. And like I said, this Emperor has already been in there, you know, separation, hierophant, learning energy, right? They're learning lessons slowly but surely. And I told you that in their learning, their perception of you in some kind of way was adjusted in a divine way, right? This was something that had something to do with God. God was like, I need you to see this differently, right? So whatever this person saw, right? Whatever this emperor saw, made them understand that you were the person for them. Okay? It made them understand that you were the person for them. And because of that, they are rushing in. Now, what I will say again is that you have to remember that your life and this emperor's life is very, very reflective of each other. So, whereas you may have had a lot of mental, fog about different things in life, so did this person. And unfortunately, for some of us, because of black magic, because of other third parties interfering, because of whatever it was, crazy karmic people, unfortunately, it caused this, a part of, the fog that this emperor was seeing. You were in the midst of that fog. They could not truly see you for who you were. They could not appreciate you for who you were, right? But like we've discovered before, whoever this divine masculine energy is that's coming in is somebody that has been watching you. They've been studying you, essentially. And they may have been studying with a certain plan and logic in mind. But I'm telling you that whatever, divine intervention has happened with this person and their mindset, it just kind of changed the whole trajectory. So it's like they still coming to you, right? But it's like they're coming now, like with a whole different like intent and agenda. Okay, a whole different intent and agenda. Look, the Hierophant came out again, y'all. And again, we have it with the Four of Cups in reverse. I'm telling y'all, at first, this person could not see you. Four of Cups upright. We're missing that fourth cup, something we ain't seeing. And like I talked about, when this card came out in another love reading, this was a person who was really, really egotistical. They couldn't see you because they were just like refusing. Like, nope, I'm being stubborn. It is what it is. The Emperor, the Hierophant, both are stubborn masculines. They're so powerful, but they can be very, very stubborn. But I'm telling y'all, we got them out here twice on the board. And which it says to me, that this person truly has, like, in their mind, they have had a big shift. Like a shift that really counts for something. Like not just, it's been a real shift, right? But again, just to confirm what I've already just told y'all, that this person can now see you for who you are with the Four of Cups in reverse here. And with the way that this, masculine energy always just, they push through and push out. They always come through. And you know what? I can't even say nothing, because if it wasn't meant for them to come through, I promise you your ancestors would not let them in this reading. But the ancestors just be sitting here, don't say nothing. They just let this masculine speak and talk. And it's like, I feel like because of that, because this masculine normally always takes up like half of the readings, and like this relationship, this connection, whoever it is, y'all, like I'm telling you, this is something that is going to be so monumental to both of your lives. I don't care if it is just business, right? Because this is collective, so it's for everybody. This ain't somebody you're going to be in love with. Whatever this partnership is, this friendship, whatever y'all create together, because again, you are the queen of inspiration in this deck, which is the Queen of Wands. But with this same inspiration, again, and with it following like this is how this person now sees you, something that you do, something about who you are inspires them. And say, for instance, okay, you may not be a person that's in the public eye, but your person is. This person is. However, you're coming to heal them in the background as the divine feminine and pour into them, and whatever it is that you're inspiring them to do is going to put them in the place within their power to where they can make the difference that they need to make in the world. So again, it's still a very, very equal partnership, even if you're not the person that's in the limelight. But again, for some of you, you are this Queen of Swords. You are out there. Your voice is heard. Your voice is just as loud and relevant as this Emperor, this Hierophant. Again, y'all are reflective. So both of y'all are in this power in your own way. But something about y'all coming together, I'm trying to tell you, it's like, you think you powerful alone. Like, listen to me. And this, we have the World card in reverse. I hear that this person is really, really saying like they understand that their world is incomplete without you there. Whatever it is that they're meant to do in this world, they understand that they cannot do it without you. That is what they see now. This is what they see. That they can't do it without you. Things are not going to flow the same. They're not going to move the same if you're not in the picture. So this person is literally coming like, whatever I got to do. Death card is here. Whatever I got to change. Some of these people, they really want to change. They're coming to you because they want that healing. They know, like, you inspired them to heal. For some of you, you inspired this person to heal and to get better. So they're coming to you. For some of y'all, y'all might be healing a famous person, right? Somebody who is just like rich and well known to the world. But the world don't know that they have, you know, internal issues going on. The world doesn't know that, you know, this person, heck, or even you sometimes. Now they may know because you're telling your story. You're in a place where you can tell your story, but your person that's coming in, they may not be in a position to where they're ready to or released to even talk about it because they're going through it. They're in it. So they really want you to like help them change. They really want you to, oh man, I burned my little book. They really want you to like help them like make it all make sense. And some people I hear they want to, you know, change so that they can be on the same frequency as you. They just want to exist on the same frequency as you. So that y'all can truly work together, connect together, so y'all can balance each other out. And again, for some of y'all, so y'all can live a happily ever after life, love, unity, beauty. And I'm here for it. I love it. Is there anything else that wants to come out? Any other messages at this time? Yeah. So we have the Ace of Pentacles, the Fool card, and the Six of Wands. This person is really like, yeah, like again, like they're offering you everything. We got the Ace of Pentacles here twice. And I'm telling y'all, for some, a Knight of Pentacles, all of these cards are offering new beginnings and money. New beginnings and money. That's what your life finna look like. New beginnings and money. Because again, it's like we're talking about a person who is in the limelight, right? And again, for some of you guys, this is you as well. Both you and your person could really just be in that place to where it's like you are just so well loved, right? And again, like I said, you got all these haters, baby. I know you got lovers too. That means you're doing something right. That means you are a special person. This is somebody in the original rider who has come back from war victorious. And they're being celebrated, right? So you good at what you do. You good at who you are, at being who you are. And something about who you are is very, very attractive to a lot of people. Sometimes you attract good energy. Sometimes you attract bad energy, right? And not just bad energy. Sometimes you just attract people with bad energy. And it's the same for both of you, right? In or out of the spotlight. Both of you have that kind of magic to you to where you're going to attract people. But this is like the Fool is like, okay, no matter how many of these wands I know that I could have and all of these people that I know I could have, you know, just, oh, I love this person, this and this. I only want to offer, I'm only a fool in love, right? For this person. For this person. Out of all the money I have and everything I have, I want to give it to this person. I want to take a leap of faith and put all my eggs in one basket, right? Because when we talk about taking a leap of faith, and especially when you're talking about love, most of the time the leap of faith is committing to one person. Flirting around with people, that's easy. Conversing with people, that's easy. Dating, that's easy. But when we talk about, okay, cut off all your other options and, you know, really, most time people don't want to do this or really just be in that position to take the leap of faith until they know. And I'm telling you that this person knows. And they're trying to let you know that they know now, right? They are sure. They have sent these cards out twice. 2 Hierophants and 2 Emperors. And this Emperor, again, is giving me the vibe of this person has really, you know, even though they may not feel like that they can fully heal themselves without your help, they have still done a lot of changing within themselves just by themselves, right? And they want you to know that everything that they have done has not only been for the good of them, but for the good of what they know that they want with you. For the good that they know that you deserve from them. So this person has really like put in that work, and they now see, and they put in the work. You know, I feel like before they knew they were already kind of like attracted to you for some reason. But it was like, it wasn't enough for them to like really understand, like, you know, what needed to be done. But then again, here you are, you continue to keep growing and glowing and just looking beautiful and looking handsome and just doing your thing. And this person like, well, whoa, wait, hold on. Look like they about to bypass me. Like, what's going on? Like, what do I have to do to get their attention? And then it's like, oh, funny you should ask, right? Like we talked about at the beginning, we all said this prayer, and it's like, okay, well, but when I prayed for this, I didn't expect it to run me down like that. You get what I'm saying? I ain't expected to pull up on me like. So when this person was saying that they wanted you or wanted to be connected to you, they didn't expect for their entire mental space to be clouded with you. You get what I'm saying? They didn't expect for you to do that thing to their heart that they thought nobody could ever do. They didn't expect to feel like a fool in love. And especially, I'm not really picking up on no past energy today. Aside from these few little cards that's in reverse, right? So, again, whoever this is, you may not know who this person is, or you may have an idea, but you just don't know how they, I'm not gonna say you don't know, because it's been popping up, but this person may have never come to you to say it to you verbally, physically, because again, the emotional expression is what we working on, is what you're needed for to help them with. But just know now that this person is in the position to where it's like, okay, well, even if I don't know how to say it, I'm finna let you know that I want you, like, period. And they have done so much that is to be appreciated, I can't say. But they have done so much to be in a position to where they really, really feel like now, because they honor you, right? They look up to you. They see you in a high regard. High enough to know that they couldn't just come to you any type of way. So that's why they are coming, almost rolling out the red carpet. Like I said, they coming with money in hand, baby. They coming with gifts, with offers. They coming with stability. Because they want it to be something to where it's like it's hard for you to refuse them. Okay? And I don't think you will. I really don't think you will. Like we talked about in the last reading, man, that past third for anybody, especially like for me personally, the way that I know, that I'm meant to really connect with somebody or heal somebody is when a person comes to me letting me know that they're ready to be healed. When I tell you that's all I need to know, that's it. And to see the physical action and, things taking place of people doing what it takes to be healed, honey, I'll help you. I'll help anybody that comes with that energy. But if a person want to be around and expect me to just, deal with all the crap that they don't want to deal with, or they want me to just, pull their ear and just be like they mama just always fussing and stuff like that, no, I can't do that. I can't do that. That's not what my healing energy is for. My healing energy is reserved for those who truly need it and will use it. So y'all, I really feel like, it's the same for you guys. And then whoever this person that is coming in, they want it. Like I said, even with this Four of Swords in reverse, it wasn't giving me the vibe of this person is just not healing. It's just they've come to a point in their healing to where they understand that they need assistance. And for this person, again, who is an emperor, that may be a hard thing for them to admit, or it may have been at some point, right? Because of their stubborn streak, because of their pride, their ego. But nah, the Emperor is the number 4 card, and then the number 5 card, again, is the Hierophant. So again, this is stages, right? We see the 4 and the 5. This is stages. This person is truly growing. And they have just literally gotten to the place in their journey to where they need assistance from you, who is their designated healer in this lifetime, okay? Not to say that they won't be healed through other mediums and by other people, but you for sure, whatever your words, your frequency, your love has to offer them, they need it at this time. And they're coming to get it. Once more with the Chariot card here, they are coming to get it. And then, like I said as well, for some of you, they're coming to get this love. They're coming to give you their love. And they're coming to receive your love and your healing, okay? So I do believe that is the end of this reading. That was a very nice reading. Just some good information for you to know, okay? So again, this person may be trying to surprise you. But it ain't no surprise that they coming, honey. They've been trying to let you know that, you know, they've been trying to tell you just hold on, because whatever it is that they're doing, they're really, really trying to lock into their Hierophant energy for real, for real. You know, being truly, truly balanced and healed. They want to be a balanced divine masculine, because they see you as a very, very balanced divine feminine. A very fluid, beautiful divine feminine, okay? And then again, for some of you, this is business. This person sees you as again, beautiful, fluid, divine feminine, but in your creativity and whatever it is that you do, okay? So again, this is the time more than ever to let your light shine. Be you in every way, in every single way. Let it fly, let it ride, baby, okay? I love y'all. And I pray to be hearing testimony soon that this divine masculine will show up, honey. Because when I tell you, he done made his announcement, honey, several different times. This is the emperor for real. But I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it. You got to come in with the grand energy. All right. So, yeah, I'll see you guys on the next reading.